What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement, continuing on our trek down the rabbit hole that is the AFL. And today, we have another highly requested player to review, and that is Jeremy Howe. Jeremy Howe apparently is another great young player in today's game of AFL. We did one today also on Eddie Betts. That has already been done today, and now we're doing Jeremy Howe. We've already done Dustin Martin and Buddy Franklin and Cyril Rioli. We're just diving deeper and deeper and learning all these great players, and this has been helping me in my replay reviews of choosing what team to go with as well. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm down to 5 teams. I've narrowed it down to 5. By February 1st, I'll have narrowed it down to 2 or 3. At that point, I'll let you guys know what 2 or 3 that is come February 1st. So, in the meantime, we're going to get down with Jeremy Howe. Before we do, though, please subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 5,000 subs and our ultimate goal of 10,000. We're going to get there, and it's with the help of you guys that makes that all happen. So, that being said, we're going to get into Jeremy Howe right now. And before we get started with him, I wrote down some notes because I do homework. I do homework on these guys. So I'd like to see what I'm looking at and who this guy is about. Jeremy Howe. Let's see. Jeremy Howe was drafted in 2010. He was the 33rd selection overall by the Melbourne Demons is who he went to first. He played for them from 2011 to 2015. Come 2016, the loved and most hated team, either or, as I understand it, the Collingwood Magpies, which is what you see him on the screen right now. Collingwood Magpies. He's been on since 2016 to the current date today. Still playing there, and as I understand it, Collingwood is either loved or hated. So, are they one of my 5 teams that I'm looking at? Could be. Could be. Anyway, moving right along. He was there, the Demons' lead kicker in 2013. He did the Mark of the Year in 2012. He was on the 22 under 22 team in 2012. And he won the Harold Ball Memorial Trophy in 2012 as well. Now what that does, Harold Ball, well, who's that, Johnny? Well, Harold Ball, the trophy itself is for the best lead kicker from 33 to 2011 and the best young player from 2012 forward. Now, I'll take that back. It's the best first player between 33 and 2011. Now, from 2012 on, it's known as the best young player. So I take that back. It wasn't lead kicker. It was first player, 33 to 2011. Also, who was Harold Ball? Harold Ball played for the Melbourne Demons also for only a couple of years tops. He unfortunately was captured and killed in World War II. He did win the award, the Harold Ball Award at the time. I don't know what it was called, in 39, which was also the Victorian Football League, the VFL, which the Melbourne Demons were a part of. And, of course, we all know that the VFL changed over to the AFL in 1990, which is still known as today. So let's get into the Jeremy Howe's best marks and see what we got with this guy. Let's go. Right off the bat with the specky. Right off the bat. Oh my gosh, that is my favorite. Look at him. Look at that. Just the timing. He never looks away from the player. See that? That's what I love about it. He comes in on both of these right here. Looking away. He's setting up. Right there. He already knows where the player is. He knows how he's going to get on the specky with him. Right? He already knows it. He's looking at the player and the ball coming in to make that mark off the specky. And he's going to come up and just do that great move. I love it. Love it. Look at that. Incredible athleticism. Again. Oh, he could have broke his arm there. Look at that. Look at that mark. Specky off his own teammate. Again, oh, this guy's a specky king. I can see that already. Like when I did Cyril Rioli, there wasn't a lot of speckies with him. This dude here is like Dustin Martin, right? A lot of speckies, man. A lot of speckies. That move, I wish you could do that in the NFL. The referees, as someone mentioned in one of my live streams the other day, would tear their shoulder tendons throwing all the flags that would be thrown in the NFL. This here, no pads, reckless abandon. These guys are fully aware of what's going on, where they're at, and I think that's why there's not as much head trauma injuries, because you know you're not wearing a helmet. And knowing you're not wearing a helmet would make you angle your body completely differently when you're going for a tackle or a hard hit when you know you're not wearing it. So I think when in the NFL, when they're wearing the helmets, it's a little bit different to try to lead with your head, which is the way it used to be, and nowadays you can't do that anymore. So, and I agree with it 100%. I'm just saying, to do these speccys and to know exactly where to place your knee, exactly where to place it. It's usually right on the shoulders of the other player, of the opponent, sometimes your teammate, as we just saw. Freaking greatest play, man. I love it. Look at that. Right around his neck. Bang. And he gets way up there. Look at the height. Look at that height. Wow, man. Wow. Again, this guy's a specky master. Look at that. Rested right on the dude's back. Gets that ball. What a mark. What a mark. Wow, man. Wow. Specky to mark. Hold on to that ball. Man. Absolutely amazing. Oh, what? The last second jump that he did was just I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm more worried about busting my butt than anything else. Watch. Now watch the last second. It's up. A quickness on that. Bang. It's a good start to the game there, too. Up 12-1. Look at that, man. Just perfect. Perfect. Again, this guy's a specky monster. Monster. That's his game. No fear, no nothing. Woo! Woo! I can barely move. I was trying to wait for a moment to sit down. As I'm sitting down, look at his play. Look how high he gets. Look at the height. That's amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. And they just, don't they know when you're around, like this guy's Jeremy Howe. So if you're playing against him, wouldn't you know by, I'm only watching this for a few minutes and I already know this guy's a specky master. So if you're on the other team, aren't you anticipating him jumping on your shoulders when you're watching that ball? Like, wouldn't you be more aware that this guy loves doing speckies and that he's going to be doing that off my back when that ball's coming? Like, some of these guys look totally unaware of of their surroundings, right? Of their surroundings. He is aware of everything going on. Players in front of him. Anybody that does these speckies, I see it. They know where they're at because you can't miss when you jump up. You cannot miss. I want to know what it looks like. Is there a blooper, some sort of bloopers videos for the AFL where these guys go up for a specky and completely miss the person? I mean, completely miss them. I'd like to see like a blooper video. Is there one of those out there? Let me know. What timing? See, like, how did you guys gotta know? You gotta know that Jeremy Howe is in the area. You gotta know. Beautiful, beautiful mark, man. We could use him on some Hail Mary passes, what we call in the NFL, when they just throw the ball up there with no time left on the clock generally, and everybody just jumps like they're doing here, man. We call it a Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace. Please catch that ball. Look at that. Boom, right there. And he gets way up above everybody else, which is even more incredible, considering that he jumped earlier than everybody else. And he still got up above. Look at that. What a mark, man. What concentration. That is the, I'm sorry, I keep backing these things up, but that is just the ultimate. Now this guy right here, look at number one. He's got to know that Jeremy Howe is going to be going off his shoulders, man. He's got to be more prepared. He's got to be more prepared. I know he's going for the ball too, but the position that he's in, number one, you have to know that this man's going to be doing a specky off your shoulders. You got to know. Look at that, man. Perfect lineup. Just perfectly set up for that. What, man? Like, come on, dude. You got to know he's there. And he did that against Collingwood, right? Which eventually he's going to go play for. Incredible. Ah! Oh my gosh. And he kicks him out of the way too, which makes it even more special. He kicks him right out of the way. Look at that guy. He's boom. Out the way, man. We got a game to be played here. Look at that. Knee right in the head. You need him right in the head. I always like to look at the scores too, so they're actually in that game. Wow! You want to talk about coming out of nowhere? Look, he comes right off the side of the screen. There he goes. And he's looking at the ball the whole way, knowing where and who he's going to jump on and pull the specky off of. He knows where it's coming. He knows where it's coming. He already knew it before he came on the screen. Watch him. When he comes on the screen, he's already looking up. So that means he lined up this specky way before. Watch. He's not even on the screen yet. There he is. Look, right there. He just came in and he's already looking up at the ball. He already knows what he's doing with this guy. He already knows he's jumping off his back. So he's up there looking at the ball right now. He already knows it. Look. Boom! Man, I love that. Look, and he gets him right out of the way. Right out of the way. Ah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, face plant. Did he face plant there? He might have broken his fall. Looked like he was very close to face planting. Wow. Oh, good hit. Guys, Jeremy Howe, man. This guy is absolutely... There you go. There's your question. How many will Jeremy have at the end of his career? You guys give an answer on that. This guy's obviously an up-and-coming player, Jeremy Howe. He's obviously a guy that, well, he's been around a little while, man, but he's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. From the players that I've done, Buddy Franklin and Dustin Martin seem to have been, they were the most requested that I have had. The most requested that I had. Buddy Franklin, Dustin Martin. We did them, right? I got to do a little bit more on Buddy Franklin. I just did his 1,000th goal reaction, and that I got to redo. That one I'm redoing. But we've done Buddy Franklin. We've done Dustin Martin. Cyril Rioli, which was a different kind of player altogether. That guy was amazing to watch. Fast, athletic. The guy was everywhere. Great player for the Hawthorne Tigers. That right there. That guy there was different than like Dustin Martin and Jeremy Howe. Jeremy Howe is a specky central, man. This guy, that's the most speckies I've seen. And I know Dustin Martin does them too. The most speckies I've seen out of any player. We just did Eddie Betts. Just did Eddie Betts earlier today. And he'd had some speckies, but not like this. Eddie Betts had some amazing kicks, man, which I didn't see a lot here from Jeremy Howe on this particular video, but I saw his amazing concentration, awareness, knowing where you're at, knowing where the ball's at, how to line up your specky, how you're going to climb the ladder on someone's back and then grab that ball. And again, the players that, when you play against a player like Jeremy Howe, players similar to that, you have to be aware that these guys are in the area. So when the ball's up there and these guys are behind you, you have to know they're going to climb the ladder on you. You have to know it. You have to know it. So that to me is not being aware, or you think you have a better beat on that ball than they do, and it turns out you don't. And then you become part of a highlight reel like this one. Guys, I'm enjoying this more than you can even imagine. Maybe my passion and expression for this now isn't showing, or it is showing as much as when I'm actually watching. Wait till I do these games live, because when I pick a team, it's going to be live. And how I am able to get these kind of games on TV, that'll also help in what team I determine to watch, because when I pick a team to watch, I got to make sure I'm able to watch them. So that's also going to fall into it. Guys, please, if you're new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Keep this basement rolling. toward that 5,000 sub short-term goal. And the big one is 10,000 subs, which are going to get the both pretty easily with the help of you guys, man. Yet again, I'm Johnny Basement. Another enjoyable AFL video. Watch out for my next one. They're going to be coming strong and hard all the way up to when the season opens in mid-March. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it much. I'm Johnny Basement, and I am out.